Kaputa district lies in the northern part of Zambia, bordering Chiengi, Pulungu, Chelenge, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, among others. The district is endowed with natural resources that are able to support crop and cattle keeping. Previous efforts to ensure that the people in the district benefit from the enormous potential of keeping cattle have had a negative reception owing to various factors advanced by farmers.
Kaputa had only 10 animals, 10. I think the maximum had only 10 cattle. So in 2018, through ISRIP, government empowered our 3 cooperatives under Kaputa with livestock. Yeah, in 2018, we received about 46 animals. That is about 10 heifers and about 3 bulls, together with some, I think, 14 calves or so. So 3 cooperatives were given these animals. At the beginning, it was a bit difficult for us as a ministry and as a department in trying to convince these farmers to say these animals are not for relish and whatever, because most of the time they used to trouble us at the office a lot to say, no, we want to kill some animals, especially during Christmas, during New Year, Monanu, whatever. So it was really difficult for us. But with time, we eventually managed to work together with the community and the farmers in sustaining these animals.
Cattle production is indeed growing in importance in Kaputa district. This is evidenced by the willingness of farmers in the district to actively participate in the livestock sector and contribute to the growth of the local economy. Their participation in keeping cattle is also meant to allow for other community members to understand what constitutes cattle production and the benefits attached to the venture.
Ubushibiro twakwete yote batupere ngombe twarenda mu agriculture shows mo twale sambirishiwo okuti ukutekeshibwa ngombe bukankara nganshi bantu bulaleta ndalama ere nokusambirishamo abana eryo nokushitisha mikupo nomunani mabucharies chonse filaleta chinshi urupia okuchira kuchita dipendi mufyesabi kanshi ubutekeshibwa ngombe bali yapamuru sana ngani kunchendesha abana ensu bantu income ifumamo ikalamba teti bafire ukubomba umurimo uri wonse so nemikalire ilaba yaba improved yabe isuma pamayanda.
Livestock, in whichever form, occupies a very important place in the country as it can help grow the economy and reduce poverty. The pace of poverty reduction does not only depend on the growth of the livestock industry, but on the ability of farmers to participate fully in that growth. For the ISLIP program, Kaputa district offers that needed option for the promotion of cattle bred from one of the livestock farmers in Lusaka.
This enhanced smallholder investment program is a donor-funded program. It's funded under OFID, funded under IFAD, as well as also the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock, together with also the beneficiaries. So people put money together, and then after we put the money together, we actually purchase different types of livestock packages. So one of the livestock package that we had here in Kaputa is a beef livestock package. So what we have done here in Kaputa is that the farmers here, they formed a group, a cooperative group, in Kawama here in Kaputa, And then from there now, they went through trainings in production management, in livestock management, especially beef. These animals, they came from one of their breeders in Zambia, which is the Live Farm in Lusaka. So we managed to get a pedigree animal, which is a bull there, together with also pedigree heifers. So our coming here today was to make a verification, to monitor the performance of these animals, and also to look at the genotypes that we are getting from here. It's very fascinating that the rural communities, people in a group at this level, they can manage these animals at almost at the pedigree level. If you look at their body condition score, these were scoring about 3.5 to 4 to 5. And also most of them, these animals will be pregnant. And you see that animal which is already suckling, is actually indicating that these animals produce adequate milk for these animals. We are very, very excited. If you look at also here, we check on their body parts. If you compare these animals and some parts of the animals in Eastern Province, even the animals in the small scale farmers, we are supposed to see a lot of ticks on their bodies, but we are not seeing any lot of the ticks here, which is a very significant that people have put much of their effort here.
Recently, officials from the Ministry of Fisheries and Central Veterinary Research Institute conducted a supervisory visit of cooperatives that were empowered with cattle through the ISLIP program in the district. The visit was meant to check on the growth, health, and general performance of the animals. It was also aimed at carrying out surveys on various diseases that might affect animal health, growth, and the market.
We are here basically to do disease surveillance. As you are aware, the ministry was involved in the restocking programs. So now our farmers actually are doing very fine, and they have matured to another level. They want to save part of their animals. So our visit here basically is to sample the animals so that we can know if they have or they don't have the disease of national economic importance. These diseases are 1, foot and mouth disease, and 2, we have also the East Coast fever, which in short we call ECF. And in this case, we shall also supplement with another disease, trypanosomiasis, TRIPS. Yeah, so now basically these animals, where they are here, we assume that they are free because there is no outbreak of disease in this area. But as a basic rule, we are going to test them against FMD, which is foot and mouth disease. And if they are found to have the antibodies against foot and the mouth disease virus, then the animals won't move. So secondly, if they are negative, that is they don't have any antibodies to foot and mouth disease, then they'll be allowed to move to whichever destination they want the animals to move. The second part will be the East Coast fever. You know, the country is divided into some ecological zone for East Coast fever. So the northern region and the Muchinga, we have one strain. Southern, Central, Copper Belt, we have another strain. Eastern Province, we have another strain. So the 2 provinces, Northwestern and Western, they are considered free at the moment. So now, what does that mean? What that means is that if these animals here, they test positive to East Coast fever, then it means they cannot move outside the northern province where we are now. They can't move to any other province in Zambia. I think that is very important to us because we don't want to go and introduce another strain of East Coast fever in another ecological zone. So that's basically the advantage of doing this surveillance we are doing, because then it informs us where the animals should move and where the animals should not move to. Yeah, then the area being closer to a national park, we are also going to do some smears for trypanosomiasis. This basically to check if they have any trypanosomes in the blood.
To sustain its growing importance, ISLIP is providing guidance in the marketing of cattle within and outside the district. Whilst cattle keeping is being promoted in the district among the farmers, information for alternative marketing of the animals is also gaining in importance, not only as an exit strategy, but also for expanding farmers' potential in the sector.
So we also want to open up an activity where we can invite the minister, we can invite any stakeholders to come and see, and during the time when they come here, we can even have what we call an auction bull sale, because an auction bull sale, it attracts more value to the animals. So we have all those alternative that we are thinking as the people that brought these animals some time back to encourage these cooperatives so that people also can do exchange visit. Other people can come here and see what real the farmers in Kaputa are. We know we had a bit of a challenge to bring animals here. It took us almost 2 years. We bought these animals. We kept them for almost 9 months at quarantine because people didn't want to agree that these animals, when they come here, they thought that when they come here, these animals can die. But through discussions with the group members, we were only told that the only 3 calves, these were suckling, that actually died here. So it means an animal which is weaned, it has never died here. And then also want, as we are here, as we mentioned earlier on, is that we want to buy these animals and we're offering them a very good price because look at these animals, they are pedigree animals. So as a project, because if we leave the cooperative, they will end up selling these animals at 2,000 kwacha. But us, as the ministry, know that these animals can cost as much as 15,000 kwacha. So why do you want our own farmers to lose the money? So it's better we buy animals from here. For example, the whole Kaputa, they provide 10 bulls at 15,000. So the whole Kaputa, we're going to bring as the project 150,000 kwacha, which is a lot of money in Kaputa, where they had nothing. But now they have now cash and children, wives, whatever gender, they'll be very happy. 150,000 kwacha. If there's more than that, if the price, of course, we have option, it can go to 200,000.
To ensure that more farmers benefit from the livestock program being implemented in Kaputa district, the enhanced smallholder livestock investment program will also be using a pass-on initiative as a platform for participating community members to access the cattle. Because of the successes scored so far, most of the farmers in the project areas believe that their participation in cattle keeping will help community members improve their lives and those of their families.
Shikomo wabye batubikira fyakweba ati umuntu ulingira okukwata ingombe afuire okulipira ko 10%. Pakweba ati nga ali mu kabungwe kulibamo abalefo yo kuingira mu kabungwe kuti bakita apply kwabo okubasuminisha nga kabungwe elyo kwabo nomba ukubapingula kulingana n'efya kabungwe kapekanya ifyo bengalipirako ku kabungwe. Indalama nachilala ndao pali 10% ni indalama ili pali 700. Umuntu nga alipila elo alina okupoka ikitekwa kya ng'ombe. Na bali abene abesa benga kita apply kuliba mwabo twakwatamo nabo bali abantu babiri lelo nabo bene bali kita apply bamwe balilipira ko ndalama n'okupusha balipusha bambye bana obakitako fya apply bati nabo tabala ambo kukupela ko firia mulando ko bati nabo bakiri bale ifwailisha lelo twali basuminisha ukuingira muri akakabungwe keso.
So this program is a person program. So what we are saying now that within the cooperative, the numbers are increasing, as already heard from the chairperson. They are at 9, now they have gone to 29. So it means now these other offspring, they need also to purchase. But we have a situation where most of these animals are males. So what do you do with a male? Because you can't give a person a male animal. So this again with a project, knowing that we have also outlet where people want bulls, and understanding that these bulls are pure, true to type borans. So we are trying to help the cooperative to find market where they can sell their bulls at a very good price, so that this cooperative now can start now seeing value on what they are keeping. Because it's very difficult, Bembas, they say, the one who heads cattle every day, Nichipuba, as they are saying. So we want now to change their mindset so that they can see that heading cattle is the one that can bring resources in their homes. So real, as we are talking as e-sleep and also combining with the disease control, we want now to know if these animals are clean and do that. And then one of the programs that we have in Kaputa, because we are almost getting about 10 to 12 bulls here. So we also want to open up an activity where we can invite the minister, we can invite any stakeholders to come and see, and then during the time when they come here, we can even have what we call an auction bull sale. Because an auction bull sale, it attracts more value to the animals. So we have all those alternatives that we are thinking as the people that brought these animals some time back to encourage these cooperatives so that the people also can do exchange visit. Other people can come here and see what real the farmers in Kaputa are.
There have been positive improvements in the levels of women participation in cattle keeping, both at household and community levels. This has been achieved through sensitization and capacity building programs implemented by the e-sleep program, meant to help farmers sustain their livelihoods through cattle keeping.
Inchito intitubomba kuri umulimo wa ng'ombe tulacheme ng'ombe. Inchito nga yaise ya kufimu tifi na ine tulakitashani tuleperera fyafine nokuna yako obwali inchito ngeko ili fyonse fyo tulabomba natumuna ubukumu natusekerere ng'ombe nefoshire ekula nefoshire efyara kansi fyonse fena fipanga obukumu. Uyu mulimo wa ng'ombe nawama nawo bene bakese kwata okuti nawo bakakwate bakali ekitange ifine tulekeme ng'ombe muri obukumu busuma.
Twaba abantu 52 members 27 ibana mayo zitu nsenye butwapela ubulashi wing sana pakutira ati na bena baba kuntanshi nefya boyantanshi so fwe ba ometo ali baba chepako lero tulabombera chapamo kwene bali na bena kwaji kwisaba sambilisha panuma ya kukwata ubulayo kuba ku department ukutira ati mufemo alateke bashatu sambilisha misepela ila tuwafulisha ko ukusenda ifimuti kaili ya machinka tuwakulira ne fimuti it's not permanent tuwakulira ne fimuti kanshi balatunta tulafwana tulabomfako na majinga mumomo nga twafwa akashirafire twafwa amajinga twabika kubata mpo kutunta nokutampo kwimbe fikula nokutampo kushimpa nokutampo kukangala na fyonse okubombera chapamo nokuba fundo okutira obubwi nobwikalo bwabutekeshi wa ng'ombe ebwaikana abanensi kunchende shimbi especially southern province western na eastern na mumbi mwashara buyantanshi bwa kutekesha kwa ng'ombe walitampo kufunduka pamwe ndo akweba ati mwali bobukumu.
It is indeed very clear that the people of Kaputa district are capable of bringing about change because of their willingness in adopting innovations which they have not previously had access to. With 9 cattle received, cooperative members like Harim Pondu appreciates the restocking of cattle in the district. Pondu feels what seemed to be impossible is now possible with skills acquired from the ISLI program.
Ishingombe mkwai watuletele ngombe shali fie 9. Apanomba tulepende ngombe na tukwata ngombe 21. Ukulingana no kubomba no kusisungilila ngefyo twashipokelela. Twalikere mu kusambilila nga wakasambilisha bali tusambilisha fyonse kulingana nefyo tufiro kuteka ifitekwa no kulisha no kushisambika bwino natumona kutila ififintu chale moneko kutila tatwa kakwate mu bukumpa mulando kutila tatwa ishibe ifyo bukankala bwa ififitekwa fyeso lero pali inomba natuishibo bukankala bwa ififitekwa ukutila kutifya tusungila ulupwa lwe supamayanda no kusungila po na bana besu ukulingana no mutuleka na muno mukatika mushi pantu no mushi wine kuti wa kwata ko buyantanshi kupitira muri ifine fitekwa fyesu efwe tukwete.
Richard Chishimba, a Lochili cooperative chairperson in Mumanga area in Kaputa district, also explains the role each member of the cooperative plays in cattle rearing and the need for other facilities to support cattle production. Chishimba sees Kaputa as a district with potential for cattle production program to succeed in realizing the growth of the livestock industry.
But the problem to us is that number one, it shy delay. There was the distance ya shy delay. Shimosha shire kwa tokulwala, shafwapo follow. Ale shimosh kwa tishali dino munshire paper fya plastiki. Emalwele twa ya sangire abakuveti. Badile kwa plastic. So abantu bafe no bapashitandi bana mayo ukulolera nabashitata kulolero kubapera ko ngombe nga sharafya fyala imulandu ine takwabo kushitisha po ingombe fwayo kutira shikafule shikasandane tukatampe kushitia kontanshi elio tu ama deep tank from Kaputa to here is about 15 kilometers ukwabela tip tank kula kuba nensu whereby kusenda kupisha mu musewomu very difficult apo obuteko bulese kama n'abantu uwa new dawn government bulese kama n'abalimi abayiposere pakote interest noti amalofwa ngaifwe kuno ama group yonse atatu twali babakosa nokuposa amani ku development tulefwaya basa twafa muri umulandu.
And we are very aware as a ministry that cooperative, they become overzealous, where they apply for 200, apply for 400 animals. But as a ministry, we want to test, are these animals adaptable to this particular environment? Because if you find one animal, it's costing about 10,000, 12,000 kwacha at that particular price. So we cannot bring automatically to 200. So what we did was we had a sample of animals in a different comparative to see how they can adapt to that environment. And then also believing in the theory of Ubuntu, where people can do the pass-on. So we also want to test, are these cooperative following the principles of Islam, where they can pass on from one generation to another within the group and etc. etc. We are aware that really everybody else in Kaputa, seeing what these three cooperatives have done, everybody else wants to have animals. So it's our challenge as a ministry, also our funders, to proceed with the project, because the project is coming to an end. So we want to ensure that we continue with the project and using the new Dawn government, which is actually keen in terms of livestock production, and also our current minister, who is also very, very interested. I know I was in Wampa talking about the same livestock. We can see how best we can proceed, because the demand for livestock in the country is worldwide. And now our lesson learned to deal with farmers who are governed, farmers who have principled, farmers, groups, by the way, who are well organized, like the Kaputa groups, where initially people thought Kaputa people eat the animals, but they haven't eaten any of the animals. We came here in 2018. We never came back. So these people are able to manage themselves. Because what we have done as a project is that ISLIP is sponsored by OFID, is supported by OFID, supported by Ministry of Fish and Livestock, supported by IFAD, but it's supported by the community themselves, where they pay 10% of that money. So if someone are going to contribute 10%, for example, these animals, the time we bought them, they were 7,000 kwacha. So farmers were requested to pay 7,000 kwacha per each animal. And then even the management itself, we have already heard that they build their own crows. We have already heard that they are looking monies from other CDF. So in the sustainability of ISLIP is that we need to synchronize, we need to make a framework with other different organizations. We have got HEFA International, we have got CDF funds, we have got everybody else who comes in, so that this program can do. I still appeal that this project is a community-based. These animals, they live for a long time of period. I like this project here in Kaputa because they didn't share. But whereas in areas where there's just a change in government, people are sharing, which is not the mandate of the ministry. It's not a mandate for the ISLIP.
Clearly, continuity must be the key emphasis under any intervention in the livestock sector, because this will allow farmers to produce more and become more sustainable. Therefore, if we are to move forward as a country in order to effectively compete against imported livestock products, export market, quality livestock products needs must be met.